Hi everyone! I'm going to do something a bit different this time in person, just as a bit of something in the meantime to get you guys something to watch while I work on other videos, in a bit of the way that people used to make videos back in like the late 2000s and early 2010s. And this is going to be on my video game collection, which may not be the largest in the world, may not be the most prestigious and illustrious game collection in the world, but it's my collection, made up of things that are near and dear to my heart that I love because they're what I like. Here's all of my games from different generations of consoles, starting in chronological order with my PlayStation 1 games. A lot of these I got from my cousin, who gave me my PlayStation 1. It's a PS1 Slim. It's got a memory card in it. I haven't played much of it recently, just because I mostly play PC games now. I don't play consoles very much, not as much as I used to. Yeah, so a lot of these are from that. So we got Crash Bash, Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bash, Crash Warped, Crash 2, Crash Bash, Warped, Crash Team Racing twice, Sled Storm, which is a snow racing game, Rush, which is more of a typical racing game, and the two prides of my game collection, Echo Knight, which I bought at Galaxy Entertainment in Roswell, New Mexico, which I got for a fabulous price of like $50. So look here. There it is. Made by FromSoft, of all developers, where you're on like the backstory of a ship, like you're going like back in time technically, and you get the souls of a bunch of people on a ship to basically pass on to the afterlife. And it has something to do with your dad, because he's gone missing, and there's a red crystal, and other paranormal stuff. Didn't really do all that well in the United States. It did a lot better in Japan. So the second game didn't come out abroad, but the third one did, and that one's in space. I believe it takes place on the moon. And then my other pride of my collection, I forget the name of it, like Katsukuri. No, that doesn't sound right. It's like vampire something of something. It's a Japanese, like, grand strategy RPG, where in the day you befriend and socialize with people because vampires won't burn in the day in this context, in this game. But at night you then turn those people into like zombies or other vampires, and you command them around the little area you're in because you're in a feud with another vampire who you're trying to kill, like clan-wise. You got a clan feud going on. So, you're going after him, and it takes place mostly in Europe. Like, it starts in Romania, and then it goes to the Netherlands, or not the Netherlands, like on the border between Germany and the Netherlands, before you end up going into the UK. And you play as a blonde vampire who likes to be very charismatic. Then we get over to my PS2 games, of which we have only two. We have the Medal of Honor. Not the Medal of Honor, but a Medal of Honor. I got this when I bought my PS2 because, for whatever reason, the PS2 that I had in my house is gone. I don't know where it went. I believe my sister, because I have three of them, one of them, the younger of them, because they're all older than me, took it when she moved out, along with the Wii that we owned. And because of that, she also took a bunch of the games with her. Not like all of them, but well, she did actually. But a lot of the games and the console itself is gone. And she used to play GTA 3 a lot on that. And we also had a Teen Titans game. Don't know where that one is. Oh, what else did we have? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we had one of the old Call of Duty games as well. We also had the Pacific, Medal of Honor, the Pacific Theater. I forget exactly what that one's called, but I know we owned that one, because that one was my dad's favorite of the Medal of Honor franchise. But I have personally not played it because my PS2, right here, is one that I bought myself. Because, well, I have PS2 games, but I don't have a PS2 to play them on. So I bought one with controllers, or a controller, that I cleaned because it was filthy and had old skin in the crevices and whatnot. So it's going to be a fun play, I think. Been getting used to tank controls. Been playing Silent Hill 1. Next up we have Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I bought this game before I even had my PlayStation 2, and is the main reason why I bought it, because I had nothing really to do with it. I was also fortunate enough to get this while I was also in the Galaxy Entertainment Store in Roswell, New Mexico. Not to plug them too much, but genuinely a great little game store if you ever are in the area. I highly implore you go check it out. Has the disc, which is very much not scratched, if I could get it out. Not like perfect condition, but like for a greatest hits PS2 game. Look at that. Mirror finish. Get that back in there. Plus, the original manual. I actually have played it. One of the few games I actually played on my PS2. Which is part of the reason why I got a memory card, because I played it without and realized, oh, I can't save my game, so why am I playing? That's something I really like about this, is that it has a comic on the inside of the manual for, like, just explaining stuff, and also being a good read for when you're waiting on loading screens and whatnot. Which I find really cool. I swear, we should bring back manuals and have stuff in that. Have stuff like that in them, just as a little nice treat. And not to forget, this one also has its manual. Generally, though, this is actually the first proper Metal Gear game that I've ever played, and I gotta say, I really like it. Like, Metal Gear and stealth games are not necessarily like the type of thing that I'm into, mainly just because I don't have a lot of experience with them, but very nice. And to quickly circle back onto Echo Knight, I bought it for like $50, and it didn't even, this case is aftermarket, you might not even tell, and its original one is right there, but I got it for decent price, given that it's a fairly rare game actually, and I put it in my PS1 Slim, one of the few games I actually have played on my PlayStation 1, and it works. It handles like a game. Controls are very weird. You turn and look up and down with the bumpers on the controller, which is very weird. I imagine you get used to it as longer you play, but oh boy, is it an experience for me. Okay, sorry, the battery in my camera died. So, Medal of Honor, my dad had the first PS3 we owned, and because you have multiple people living in the same house, you get multiple people having their own console. So this game is almost definitely a holdover for my dad, because I have never played this. Right now it's just kind of shelf filler, so I haven't really touched my PS3 in a while. It's just old, and I mostly play PC games nowadays. But who knows, maybe I'll get to it one of these days. Squish it up. GTA 5, oh god, I have a lot to tell with you. This is my personal copy. Although my sister, again, the one who I mentioned played GTA 3 a lot, she also played GTA 5. And I remember vividly she was, I think, playing online. Yeah, she had her own online, and I had my own character with that as well. Like, I had one and she had one. And she was driving around in the 6x6. Or no, the 3x3. Like the car, or not, I guess like a truck, but you can ride in the back of it. And I remember watching that in a Vanos video, and I really liked it. And it's a car that I don't own for some reason. Call of Juarez. I played it once. It's like, okay, I got a bunch of PS3 games downstairs, and I haven't really touched them. And it was one of them, along with an Assassin's Creed game, which is probably still down there, because I haven't brought it up yet. And it's, like, I played, like, the first level, that was okay, never really got back to it. Other than that, I have no opinion on it. I'm neutral. I don't really care. But, might pick it up again one of these days. Ghostbusters, genuinely one of my favorite games, not even just for the PS3, but just generally. This is such a good version of Ghostbusters to play through as like a fun, not like fun story, arcadey gameplay. Like it's so fun and so simple to just get into that it is genuinely one of my personal favorites. If you have a PS3, even without the PSN multiplayer stuff, you can probably still set up a LAN game or whatever. Please play this. This is a great game. Put that back on the shelf. It's one of my personal favorites. I played the fuck out of that game and beat it in like 3 days. Actually, probably closer to 2. I fucking sped through that bitch. Watch Dogs! I played this a few times, and I think I got it for... I think I just got it. I forget exactly how I did. But, again, I played it a few times. Like, I didn't play especially for that long. But it's more one of those things where I just didn't know what to do, and I got bored driving around, so I didn't really do much of anything. Other than that, I can't say I have an opinion on it, because I didn't play it that much. Next to it, though, is probably a very strong one. The Silent Hill HD Collection. It's dusty, I'll rub it off. I bought this mainly just because it was really cheap, and I own none of the Silent Hill games, so I might as well own at least some of them physically. But it's not necessarily the best way to play them, as many people in the Silent Hill community know. One of the signs is changed out to be in Comic Sans. But still, $15. I can spend that money, and it's better than spending it on an original copy of either Silent Hill 2 or 3, which goes for like $150, $200. So why do that? Especially considering, well, I got a computer, so I can just do that. It's not very hard. Put that back up without Watch Dogs getting moved around so much. Oh my lord. Call of Duty Ghosts. I played through Ghosts, and I honestly really liked it. I found it nice and fun. But my copy has the very large caveat that whenever I try to progress, the loading screen freezes up and boots up to the home screen of my PS3, so I cannot physically keep playing the game, which is really fun. Although mine is an original and it's got a crack in the case, so I'm pretty sure mine is a second-hand copy, which explains why. If that started happening to my game, I would sell it too. Game's back in order. There we go. Red Undead Nightmare, I also only played a little bit of. I didn't play it very much, mainly because I was more expecting to be able to play the original Red Dead Redemption, which I would love to. I'd love to play the first one. But, lo and behold, I could not, because that is just Undead Nightmare. This is the first way I really played The Sims. Although I owned The Sims 4. Bought it years ago, myself, with my own money. This was really one of the first ways I played it, and I recreated, like, my Fallout 3 characters in it. Just because, I didn't know who to make. So just, what was I playing at the time? Fallout 3. Both Fallout 3 and New Vegas are not accounted here on my collection as of right now because I have lended them out to my siblings and my dad, so that way they could play them. But I didn't really do anything with the dogs either. I need to look into the boot up this one just to see what the fuck I was doing. Sniper Ghost Warrior, again, another game I didn't really play. It's just kind of here, and it's just been in my stack of games for years at this point. Little Big Planet, however, is one of the greatest games, and I wish Sony didn't leave it for dead. I played the ever-loving hell out of Little Big Planet when the servers were still up for it, and I used to watch so many videos on Little Big Planet. It is ridiculous, and honestly, very, what's the word? Embarrassing about how many that I watched between, like, Jeff the Killer maps, story maps, avoiding bombs, Titanic maps, boats, Sonic shit, like machinimas made with Sonic characters. So you used to be able to get a Sonic hat, Tails, and all that. Oh, good times. Sony, release Little Big Planet servers once more and the world will be your oyster. Back to the Future. Now, by Telltale Games, no less. Great game as well, if you're into Telltale's style of games, because they have a very specific style. And it is one of the few games I've actually 100%ed. Because I usually, when I play games, I don't go achievement hunting. And I just found it to be as entertaining as I found it to be, given that I really like Back to the Future. I really like Episode 3. Episode 3 is my favorite of the first three. Well, the only three. But it's got a nice setting. I like the music. I like ZZ Top. And the game it feels like a natural continuation. Just put that. And I love that they got the original actors instead of getting impersonators to do all the voice work. And I love the art style. I love the story. I love the unique time places they go to. It's very nice. Modern Warfare 2. This is a very, very good game, but you don't need me to tell you that. I actually never played the PS3 version on my shelf here, because this is mentioned earlier with my dad. This is his copy that he used to play way back when he was home from deployment in the Navy with his friends, and he blitzed through this game in like 2 days. I personally have not touched this one because I'm a bit scared to touch the save files, and it's like history. I don't want to touch it. But I have personally played Modern Warfare 2 on the remastered campaign on my PS4. That was very fun. I beat that in like 3 days. It was chef's kiss. It looked amazing. The story was great. Everything handles smoothly. And I even personally bought the original on Steam and I've been playing through that for the past few days. Which has been a slog. It's really fucking difficult. That's all of my PS3 games, except for the Fallout games, which, as I mentioned earlier, are currently not with me. They're with my siblings, or my sister, because she's playing them. And here are my GameCube games. By far some of the most expensive on the shelf. We got Pikmin 1 and 2. I bought these separately. And I have been playing through Pikmin 1 on my GameCube. Not as of late, though, but it is like my most played, probably. Classic game. You can't go wrong with Melee. Played that on Christmas with 2 of my sisters, aforementioned before, because I have 3 of them. And we were just beating the shit out of each other as Mario, Ness, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and who was the third? There was another one. Say third, like I didn't count 4 times. I think Ganon, but Ganon was mostly a bot that we beat up a lot. And we just had some solid fun. Just Smash Bros. It was fun. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion. Now this is a game that I have wanted for so long that it is not even funny. Like a lot of my early memories when it comes with Nintendo. So I used to be really into Nintendo. So you got Mario up here. Hey Mario, and then we got Sonic. Hey Sonic, you got piss in your eyeball. Luigi's Mansion was a game that I coveted so badly that I wanted to play it. Like, it was like one of the first walkthroughs I ever watched. Period. It's a big reason why I started even like Luigi, because I found the setting of a haunted house within Mario's universe to be really interesting and unique, because it's so out of the usual depth Nintendo goes to, because there's so many bits that would be genuinely horrifying to a child. And it was the release title for the GameCube. My pride and joy, considering it's an original one that's in the nice purple hue. And genuinely, although the case isn't in the best of shape, it's pretty beat up, but for a game that's 20 years old, I'm not exactly surprised. Although, we get to probably my most played GameCube game, though. Ocarina of Time. I bid on this. I was in a bidding war with somebody. Whoever that was, fuck you, I got it. And, I'm sorry, that's rude of me. But I got this, even before I owned a GameCube. I just bought this, like, preemptively, because it's Ocarina of Time for the GameCube. Like, how often are you going to see this? And it's in perfect condition. I forget exactly how much I bought it for, but Oh, there's something interesting I'm going to show you guys with this. If I can get to it, that is. With one hand. I'm going to get past the manual here. This, rather interestingly to me, because I'm a fucking nerd, this has Wind Waker promotional material. And it is so old that if I can flip inside here, we have screenshots that had yet to be translated from Japanese. Oh, focus sucks. I'm gonna get this in focus. Hold on. I can't get my camera to focus as much as I would like it to. But in this screenshot, and this one as well, those are all Japanese texts. Oh my goodness. Quality here sucks. But it's an interesting piece of Nintendo history, really. There was a tech demo with the GameCube, which was Zelda-based, but it was much more in the style of Ocarina of Time, where it was, I don't want to say grungy, but it was dark, like physically. Like, it was very atmospheric, and it was a bit more in line with how he would have looked in, like, Twilight Princess on the Wii, as opposed to the cel-shaded cartoony art style that Wind Waker has. We've got Wind Waker, and now Wind Waker is one of the most expensive games on the GameCube, even though it sold really, really well. But yeah, that has been all of the games in my collection, except for the PS4 games, but you don't count. And I hope you enjoyed. If you can't tell, I like my games. I may not have the biggest collection, like, in the world, even of what I have, but it's my collection, and I love it, because it's mine. And it has a bunch of stuff that I love, and grew up playing, and have a lot of fond memories of. And before I forget, I have a lot of other things that I feel would be very conducive to this format, where I showcase a belonging of mine, and I get to talk about it. So if you want to see more of that, then comment down below, and I'll get around to it. Bye-bye! I'll see you in the next one!